the Russian history, as you point out in your piece, of Russian adventurism and imperialism gone bad has very bad results for Russian leaders. What can Vladimir Putin expect as this continues?
Well, I think in the short run, we don't have the reliable polls yet. I think in the short run, there is going to be a rally around the flag. It always happened. It happened in the war on Georgia in 2008, the first invasion of Ukraine in 2014. But then gradually, I think, even with the censorship that you pointed out, you could get up to 15 years now in jail for mentioning that this is a war and not a special operation. The news is going to trickle in. Most importantly, and this is the lesson of the Soviet war in Afghanistan, which incidentally was the longest war in Russian history between 1979 and 2008, the zinc coffins with their fiancés, sons, older brothers will start arriving. And I don't know if there are going to be unmarked graves, as it was during the Soviet period and the war in Afghanistan, but that is something that's going to undermine Putin regime very severely. Remember, sometime in 2012, on the way to his third presidency, he realized he can no longer secure the kind of economic progress that accounted for his phenomenal popularity between 2000 and 2008. And so he retooled, and this is our problem now, he retooled or shifted the basis of his legitimacy and his popularity from being kind of a creator of wealth and distributor of wealth to the defender of the motherland and to a certain degree a restorer of the glory of the Soviet superpower. Well, both of those things are now under a pretty big question.
Let's listen to what Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Mikhailovich said in an interview that we broadcast here last night. This was in Ukraine. He was answering Ukrainian reporters' questions. He was captured by the Ukrainians, said he was treated well, said that his colleagues were given medical care. And this is what he said about what he now realizes is happening in Ukraine.
И русский человек будет, выходя за дверь за свою, да, ему будет стыдно говорить, что он русский, потому что он будет за трещину всегда получать, за то, что мы сейчас сделали. Поэтому я вас очень прошу, пока есть возможность, остановитесь.
He spoke to Russian troops, telling them that they should go home, they should not continue fighting this. He said Russia will not be the winner here. It is very clear. He said there's no way they will not be able to win over the people. What is your reaction to that?
Well, that's exactly why it seems so irrational for Putin to start this invasion. You mentioned that he cannot. What's after Kiev? He cannot hold a country where everyone hates the occupiers. Any Quisling government, and I believe you mentioned this too, will not survive. I mean, literally be hunted down. So that is why it was very strange and irrational that he decided on this invasion. And not only, in essence, he's destroying two countries now, not just one.
And what is the Russian tradition in these situations? These people, these kinds of leaders seem all powerful, and then suddenly they're not.
Well, we saw this with the change of regime after the defeat in the Crimean War in the middle of the 19th century. Then we saw it in the defeat of the Russo-Japanese War. When Russia essentially became a constitutional monarchy. And then we saw, of course, the setbacks in World War I, essentially leading to the abdication of Nicholas II and eventually the Bolshevik Revolution. Let's not forget also that the ouster of Nikita Khrushchev occurred 2 years after he retreated from Cuba, after he removed the missiles from Cuba. And of course, the quagmire of Afghanistan led Mikhail Gorbachev, in a large measure, led to Mikhail Gorbachev's reforms that eventually destroyed the Soviet Union. Putin knows this history. This was another reason why I and a lot of others, and by the way, lots of Ukrainians, actually almost all of them, including President Zelensky, thought he would never undertake this absolutely insane operation. And of course, this makes it all the more dangerous.